Did you see how high it went? And I felt like it left my stomach up there when we started down. And the way it went around the corner, that was so cool.
I don't think I want to go on that one again.
You don't? Oh, come on, it was fun.
Well, listen, everybody's different. Not everybody likes the same kind of rides. I don't think I want to go on it again either.
Hey, gang, let's just stop and figure out where we want to go next.
How about the thrill?
That's another coaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to go on one of these exhibit-type rides.
Like what? Food of the future?
Hi.
No, it's about airbags. It's a virtual reality-type ride. It's called Airbags Today and Tomorrow.
Cool. Do you get to roll to the left and roll to the right and crash on it?
No, you don't do that. You learn about airbags.
I think that could actually be pretty interesting. You know, it's probably technology and stuff and computers and plus, I really need a break from these other rides.
Good. It's right over here. Watch your step. Honey, quit flirting.
My seat is better. Better than what?
Pretty exciting, this airbag stuff. Like wind speeds of 200 miles per hour, there are great forces involved when an airbag deploys. My name is Delta V.
Delta V? That's a weird name.
There are great forces involved in the deployment of an airbag. Welcome to Airbags, Today and Tomorrow. We're going to show you how an airbag works and how you can best take advantage of its life-saving benefits. Airbags are designed to deploy when the safety system in your car determines that an airbag might reduce serious injury in a crash. It's not designed to deploy in minor crashes, only those that are considered moderate to severe. And here's how it works. Your airbag is basically a system of three parts. The diagnostic unit, which is usually located under the hood, the crash sensors, which may be located in several places, and the airbag module itself, which can be found in the steering wheel and in the instrument panel. Your car may also have side impact or even rollover airbags that may be located in the door, along the roof above the door, or in the edge of the seat back. In a moderate to severe crash, the sensors send a signal to an inflator inside the airbag. An igniter starts a chemical reaction, which produces harmless gases, which fill the airbag, causing it to deploy.
Dad, how does the car know what kind of crash it is? A not so bad one or a real bad one? I mean, cars can't think.
Delta V here. I'm the reason your car knows to deploy an airbag. Hopefully, you'll never meet me in a real crash. Delta is the Greek letter that means change. And V is the symbol for velocity. Or speed. In a crash, your car's change in velocity depends on what you hit and how you hit it.
Look, Mom.
For example, let's say I'm driving along and I hit a parked car. Now, it may not seem like it to you, but I slow down gradually because the thing I hit moves. But let's say I'm driving around and I hit a concrete barrier head-on. I slow down pretty quick. Concrete doesn't move. See what I mean?
Actually, Delta V is a physics concept.
Dad, is physics the one you said you got a C in?
But what you hit isn't the only thing that affects the change in velocity. It's also how you hit it. An airbag is designed to deploy in a crash comparable to hitting something unmovable, like a brick wall, head-on, when you're going at least 8 to 14 miles an hour. But all crashes are different. If you hit the brick wall off-center, or if you hit a pole, you'd have to be going faster for your airbag to deploy. That's because the crush of the car is concentrated in one area, causing you to slow down more gradually. And if you hit something that's movable and crushable, you'd have to be traveling at an even higher speed before your airbag would deploy. An airbag won't deploy in every crash. That's one reason you need to wear a safety belt. But not the only reason. Ready? Hold on.
We're not going to crash again, are we?
There's a reason airbags are called supplemental restraint systems. They don't work in all types of crashes. Front airbags don't work if your car is hit from the side, or if your car is hit from behind. And about a third of all crashes are from behind. And they don't work if the car rolls over.
No.
A front airbag won't work in any of those situations. And secondly, an airbag only deploys once. A lot of crashes involve a car that hits one car and then another car. The airbag only works in the first crash. It can't deploy again in the second. Only safety belts reduce your risk of injury in all types of crashes.
Power.
There's yet a third reason you need to always wear a safety belt, and it's just as important, if not more important, than the other two.
It's because of the power and the force.
Airbags deploy with great force, faster than the blink of an eye. This force is what makes them work. If you come into contact with a deploying airbag because you're not buckled up or positioned correctly in your seat, you could become seriously injured or even killed in a crash.
Oh, look at, watch me, look at me. Are you watching? Can you see me? Look closely. I'm sitting properly.
Remember to sit upright against the seat and push the seat back as far as you possibly can and still operate all the controls. There should be at least 10 inches between your breastbone and the center of the steering wheel. That's about the size of a standard piece of paper. The lap belt should be worn low and snug across the hips. The shoulder belt should be worn across the chest. Now, when the car is moving, front seat passengers should not lean forward, putting their heads close to the instrument panel to, for example, pick something up from the floor. Or in a car with a passenger side airbag, don't put your hands or feet up on the dashboard. Basically, because of the force of a deploying airbag, you don't want anything in between you and the airbag.
You know what I think is really stupid? Well, maybe not stupid, more like sad. Well, stupid and sad. When a kid, or even an adult for that matter, gets into a car and puts the shoulder belt under their arm or behind their back, it's like wearing no safety belt at all, or worse. And if their car should happen to crash, they could be seriously injured.
Children ages 12 and under are safest in the back.
I'm so tired of sitting in the back with him.
Kids in the back need to be in a properly positioned safety belt, booster seat, or, if you're smaller, a child safety seat. I bet you ride in a booster seat.
Who, me?
You'll need the booster seat until the lap and shoulder belt fit you correctly. Probably when you're at least 8 years old.
Oh, yeah, who's a sweetheart? Who's a little sweetheart? Oh, and of course, infants need special care.
Never put a rear-facing child safety seat in front of an airbag. That will place the infant's head dangerously close to the airbag.
But most pickup trucks don't have a back seat.
Many parents who drive trucks or other two-seaters are faced with a difficult decision. Most come with a switch that allows you to turn off the airbag when an infant or young child is in the passenger seat. But if the truck or two-seater does not come with an airbag switch, the parents must get permission from the government to install a switch, or they must transport the child in a different vehicle.
Yes, because remember the force!
All right, let's see. You look like you're about 70 pounds.
Hey, how does a ride know that?
New technology.
Computers.
Airbags are constantly changing, even as we speak. The airbag of the future will likely be able to tell how big you are, how close you're sitting to the airbag, and how severe the crash is. Process that information and either deploy the airbag less forcefully, more forcefully, or not at all. Sensors, computer-driven diagnostic modules, inflators, and even the fabric used in airbags are improving all the time. You can already see some of the changes. Years ago, airbags were designed with the typical adult male in mind. Today, airbags are tested for many body types. Another change you may notice, more and more cars are now available with side airbags for the front or back seat positions, and there are several different types. Seat and door-mounted systems protect your upper body, and some are designed to cushion the head as well. Inflatable curtains and inflatable tubular devices reduce the chance of head injury and help keep the head and upper body inside the car. Side airbag systems are designed to deploy in a side impact crash. Some inflatable curtains are also being designed to deploy during rollovers. If your car comes with a door-mounted system, just like you don't want to lean against your steering wheel where the airbag module is, you don't want to lean against the airbag module in the door either, and so you need to sit properly in the seat. And you really need to check your owner's manual if your car has front or side airbags, because auto manufacturers include important information about airbag safety. And the manual that comes with a child safety or booster seat also has information about airbags. I hope you've enjoyed your ride here today. You'll be leaving with a lot more information than when you came in about how to sit safe and get the maximum benefits from your airbag.
One final thing to remember. You never know when you might be involved in a crash or what the circumstances of a crash would be. So, always properly buckle up, because you don't want to have to deal with me!
So that was pretty interesting.
Oh, you'll notice I'm not eating anything. I'm actually a little queasy.
Can we go on our rides now?
Well, actually, it's about time we left.
Oh, no, Dad. I mean, it seemed like we just got here.
I don't want to go yet, Dad.
All right, I'll tell you what. Whoever can answer the most questions about airbags gets to pick the last ride.
Yeah!
Okay, so does a baby go in the front or the back?
Back.
Hey,
Good.
that's right. A rear-facing infant seat's always in the back. Now, if you're 12, where do you sit?
In the back.
That's right, young lady. Kids 12 and under always sit in the back. Now, how far away from the airbag should the driver sit?
I know. 5 inches.
Wrong. 10 inches. Remember the piece of paper?
Okay. Does an airbag deploy in any kind of crash?
No. It has to be a medium crash or a real bad one.
Yeah, but also remember, front airbags won't go off if you get hit in the side, or if you get hit from behind, or if your car rolls over, right? That's why you always have to wear your seatbelt.
That's right. Point for Mom. But that's not the only reason why you have to wear your safety belt. Last question. Why do you always have to wear your safety belt?
I know.
Safety belts are the only thing that'll keep you safe in all types of crashes. And they help you keep in the right position so your airbag will really work.
That's my girl. You get to pick the ride.
The thrill!
No, I don't know about you, honey, but the only ride I want is the ride home. But I'll feel a lot better about it knowing that we know how airbags work, right? And how we can sit in the car to maximize their benefit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're off.
One last important message for parents. Studies show that a tremendous number, 80 to 95% of child safety seats are installed incorrectly. In some cases, the car and the seat are incompatible, but in most cases, parents have not followed the installation instructions. You need to read both sets of instructions, the manual that comes with your car and the booklet that comes with your child's safety seat. Make sure your child fits securely in the safety seat, and the seat fits securely in the car. Many communities conduct child safety seat checks. To find a checkpoint near you, or for more information on airbags, safety belts, and child passenger safety, contact the Automotive Coalition for Traffic Safety or the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.